Friday, back on Behind the Gloves with another interview. I'm joined by the one and only Sonny Edwards, looking very sharp, I must say.
Yeah, President's Club, look.
Liking it.
President's Club. Yeah, club for them.
Let's get talking, man. Let's get talking. You've got your fight coming up as well against Rosendo.
Hugo Rosendo.
That's it.
Guarnero.
It's another. I mean, it's probably not the fights that you wanted, but it's still a tough fight. How do you sort of get yourself up for such fights?
I know it's going to be tough. I was offered a very easy opponent for this. It's my first fight at flyweight. I was offered like a light flyweight. I think like 13 wins, 2 losses. Would have passed, no knockouts. Would have passed for the IBF International. And I said no. I don't want to be fighting at light flyweight. What's the point? What am I gaining out of it?
Yeah.
And it's obvious that he's ranked at light flyweight in the world. He's only fought at light flyweight. I do not want, you know what I mean, get me a proper fight. And I've got this one and it's on.
You're down to flyweight for this fight, but yeah, I saw this morning you posted that you're ranked 4th by the WBO, is it? Yeah. What's sort of the idea now? Where do you want to go with the whole thing?
Both governing bodies that I'm ranked with, IBF and WBO, have been alerted of my intention and I'm moving down weight.
Yep.
The IBF have removed me from their super flyweight ranking. I was 13. Waiting for this fight and then I'll go straight, obviously winning, I'll go straight back in at that or thereabouts or above or whatever.
Yeah.
WBO have kept me
in flyweight, sorry.
At flyweight. Yeah. And the WBO have kept me at super flyweight for now. They're a bit different, they'll do it into our box. But they're going to re-rank me at flyweight. So I guess them doors are open. Maybe if there's a WBA route or even WBC, China's not going to hold WBC forever, but any of those international titles I'll look at just to keep me busy whilst the big fights are waiting. I'm in a great position contractually where I'm going to stay busy. I'm booked basically every 8 weeks apart from my layoff of injury. TV fights, 10-round title fights, but I do want to push on. Is
it any terms frustrating for you because you've proved time and time again what level you're at? You've clearly shown that. So to not sort of get into it straight away, is it frustrating for you? Frustrating,
but I'm very young. I'm like 23, so say if I turned pro when I was like 29 and I was sort of trying to cram like a 12, 15 year career in like 3-4 years, then it would be. But it is what it is. I'm still earning money, I'm still building a name for myself and raising my profile, so it's not the end of the world for me. I think I was waiting for, I was quite active calling people out and trying to get a fight to get nailed leading up to the Farag fight. Since that, I've been looked after well, promoted well, managed well, so it's not the end of the world. None of these British fighters want to fight me, that's cool. What
exactly happened to say the British fighters there? What exactly happened? Because you were meant to be lined up to fight for the British against Tommy Frank, another local fighter. Could give us some details into that?
Well, I had every suspicion that fight wasn't going to happen. I even said that when I first announced it, like I doubt this fight's going to happen. But his training team, his manager, his promoter, whatever, didn't want him fighting me, so withdrew him with an hour to go before purse bids closed. So ice remained mandatory, but we'll deal with that situation another time. Since then I've had fights lined up and made, and I'm still going to be improving, going on, pushing up the world rankings, and he hasn't really got the promotional powerhouse behind him that will get him up to where I'm going to get him to anytime soon. It was funny because he put out an article saying, Dennis Hobson said after my next fight I'll be fighting for the IBF International or something along those lines, and a day later it got announced that I was fighting for it. Do you know what I mean? But obviously it's a fight out that's still there. Maybe they'll turn around and get frustrated that he's earning like a couple of grand to sell loads of tickets. He's basically a ticket seller, you know what I mean? He could be doing anything, he could be doing a circus act, like he's just selling tickets for people in there. I'm fighting live on TV, getting paid as a TV fighter, not as a ticket seller. So I'm happy with me. I don't need a Tommy Frank on my record, but I would prefer to have a Tommy Frank than a Guarnero's because I'd get a lot more plaudits for it, even if it's probably an easier fight. It's just that.
Now, moving on, your brother's fighting on another huge fight night, Lomachenko against Campbell. Before we go into your brother's fight, I just want to take your thoughts on the main event. It's a huge main event. You can't really look down on Campbell, and it's disrespectful to look down on him anyway because he's an Olympic champion. He's been at the top level, he's proved it. But realistically, how do you see the fight playing out?
I don't see Campbell being able to do too much that Lomachenko hasn't seen before. He's been there, seen it all. I think maybe as a pro, it'll be a bit more awkward because them amateurs sort of similar styles. Disrespectful way, but he's very stand upright. And over 10, 12 rounds, it can be awkward for a few rounds. You know what I mean? So who knows? I don't think Lomachenko will be taking it lightly because from his perspective, it's someone that pushed Linares close. Was an Olympic gold medal. Yes, he had that slip up against Mendy when he come back and won. But he's shown that he can mix at a high level, and if people struggle with his style, me personally, I struggle with people's styles like that sort of stand-off, very fast hands, in and out. So it could be a banana skin for him. I just think Lomachenko is that out of this world that there isn't too, if anyone, at these weights that will cause him. I think it'll be when he gets up to like welterweight and stuff like that we'll start seeing people just being too physically strong for him. If he goes up to there.
Do you think there's anyone specific though that could cause him problems apart from this fight? Because I've been having this running discussion with so many people, like who actually beats Lomachenko?
I don't know who beats him, but people like Crawford at the weight would have given him a hard time.
At 140?
Obviously, is this a lightweight?
This wasn't a lightweight.
So then he's got a super lightweight and then welterweight. So maybe at 140 Crawford would have given him time. I really rate him, but I don't think Gervonta Davies would be too much. Because Gervonta Davies needs someone there to hit him, and Lomachenko is very, very hard to hit. But he's got the power. Of course, he's outpowering. So if Lomachenko did get caught square on or something, we'll see Nares put him down, obviously that had a little pop shot. But who knows? You never know, and you don't know what's going on in his head. He might just start thinking his boxing game is too easy and take his foot off the gas. You literally don't know. You know what I mean? I don't think he will because he seems like an absolute professional, but people are people at the end of the day. When he's a multi-millionaire and the fire might burn a little less bright than it did before. You just don't know.
Your brother on the card facing Hugo Aguilar. It's probably a harder test than the last one. This guy's obviously coming off a big win against Andrew Selby. Do you think it's the toughest test to date? After the world title fight?
I think Casemiro was a very bit tougher test. Maybe a middleweight world champion. Even Rosales could potentially be a much tougher fight than this. Because Rosales is very rangy, very strong, very physical, and just walks forward in a straight line. This kid's a lot smaller, so therefore he could be easy to keep off, but it might be awkward. Just don't know until you get in there. I reckon it'll be a similar level to Rosales, in the same way that if Charlie switched off and got hurt, it would have been very, very hard. Because he was dangerous the whole way through. Big puncher, strong. And I feel like this kid's the same. Charlie can outbox him quite easily at times, like Selby was. But if this kid starts getting to him, then anyone's good.
It's his second defence. Where do you see him, if he comes through this fight, where do you see him going in?
He has to have unification.
The next one.
Move away, because he's massive for flyweight. So he won't be there forever. So the next one, unification. If not guard fight, I would say, for me personally.
And lastly, I just want to touch on the fight that's taking place this week over in Russia. Kovalev against Yarde. It's a big ask for Anthony Yarde, but his motivation, his levels of mental strength seem to outweigh a lot of things. How do you see that one playing out, and has Yarde got a chance in that?
I've said before, I'd be very shocked if Yarde does it, just because of the level that Kovalev has been operating at for years. Been a recognised staple fighter in global boxing for the last how many years. And we haven't seen Yarde in too many gut checks. We've not seen him against big people, like really his weight. We've not seen him against good level of opponent. So it'd be easier for me to give him a chance if he passed all these tests. Even like if he cleared up domestically, it'd be easier for me to give him a chance. I'm not saying he hasn't got no chance though, because Kovalev's 37. I'm not saying he's washed and passed it by any means, but you can only help but think he's not the same fighter he was like 4 years ago. Just 34 to 37 is quite a big decline in years. Who knows though? He might be just as fit, just as strong. I don't know.
What's your prediction if you had to make?
I
if you had to
feel
pick
like
one?
it will go mid to late stoppage for Kovalev. I think I would really like to be wrong. I think Yarde's got an infectious personality. He's very likeable. He's a good ambassador for the sport. Speaks well. He looks well. He's in great shape. He's exciting. His highlight reels are second to none, really. There's not too much to dislike about him. A lot of people don't like how Tunde goes on. I think that's hilarious.
I love how Tunde goes on.
Me too. For me, he's building fights and building a profile
of his fighters
for his fighter, and his fight hasn't got to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, there might be times people go, no, you can't say that, but he can say what he wants. Like, if it's his opinion, he can say what he wants. If you're tuned in to listen to him, whether you think he's deluded or whatnot, like, you're adding the fuel to the fire.
100%.
If 100,000 people are going to watch his videos, you think he's going to start slowing down and not doing it anymore? No, he's not. He's playing up to it, and I think a lot of what he says is tongue-in-cheek and for reaction. But he gets carried away and he gets excited, and why not?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a slice of a check he's getting off the Yarde, but if Yarde's getting a lot of money, he'll be getting a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? So it's what it is. I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah. All right, Sonny Edwards, all the best in your next fight. I hope to catch up with you soon.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.